Hey everyone, this is TC, your guiding chariot. This is going to be your daily reading for February 26th, Tuesday. I think this is going to be a fun day looking at some of the aspects we have and then also our rune. So I just want to jump into it. Alright, so our rune today, oh, and of course now I forget what this is called. Kanaz. I'm looking at it in the viewfinder, yeah. Essentially, this rune I actually love. So it's the first of the fire runes. So big hit, intuition, very, very, very strong. A lot of times this spike in listening to your inner voice and this higher understanding helps to bring, how do I put that, like a new solution to an old problem. You kind of get to see things from a much broader perspective, or you suddenly just get this like spike in insights that you see something that you never saw before. Like if you were stuck between two choices, with this rune, it kind of speaks like all of a sudden you find a third path. It's not just the two you originally thought. It also can speak, since this is the first of the fire runes, think of this almost like a pilot light as well. This is like your inner fire like being lit, starting to burn, coming back up. We started talking about, kind of this theme of a rebirth in some way. I think one of the monthly signs had it as well, so I could totally be mixing up a daily video and one of the monthlies. But I'm pretty sure one of our dailies not too long ago talked about this kind of rebirth and kind of coming to a new understanding. Along with that, so now not only has it happened physically, has it happened, concerning our environment, but now like almost like our soul fire is like getting charged up again. Again, it's like that pilot light. It's that first flame that lights all the other torches. So there's a kind of a resurgence there too. With this strong hit to your intuition, if you have any doubts, I would highly urge you to dismiss them. Look at them, check them out, and then dismiss them, because your intuition is going to be very, very strong today. That's what this rune is telling us for the most part. You have some really good aspects that help to support that too. It is the last quarter, because we just had full moon, so this is the last quarter of the moon. So the moon is going to make a square to the sun. So again, this is the moment where we kind of assess our needs and our wants, our intentions that we requested at the new moon, previously the full moon we just had. How are those going? Are we seeing them come to fruition? Are they making us happy? Do we need an adjustment? Did we ask for something and we're not living up on our side? So there is that kind of like reassessment going on that happens between every moon cycle. We also have another square between the moon and Neptune, and this is where it's testing the trust in your intuition. We can very easily deceive ourselves with this square with Neptune, because again, Neptune is this fantasy, dreamy, dreamlike side of us. So that can sometimes make things real fuzzy and real hazy. That's what I'm saying. Really trust your gut here. Don't trust the, you may think of some. It actually could go either way. I was going to say you could think of some grand, beautiful scenario that's not really playing out. It could go the other way as well. You could think up some crazy, terrifying outcome that like gets you to back out of it. Either way, trust your gut. If it feels right, it most likely is right. And then your mind is going to start putting all these filters in there that are going to mess you up. Do not allow that to happen. Like I said, squares rarely are a bad thing. They're just a challenge or an obstacle. But if you can push through it, it'll help to strengthen you. So this is really testing the faith you have in yourself, in your inner voice, in your intuition. We want that to be very, very strong. All right? So super simple, just good stuff. Just believe in yourself. Hold on to that spark, that intuition hit you're getting. Hold on to it. Believe in it. All right, I'm going to tilt you guys down so you can pull some cards. There we go. Oh, slightly a little crooked. Let's straighten that up a bit. Yay! All right. So there's our rune. So I pulled the numerology cards. I feel like I've been looking at the numbers on the cards a lot recently. So I was like, okay, angel numbers are a thing. So we're going to pull some numerology cards. Why not? No. If you want to come out, you'll come out again. Way too much. Calm down with that. Like 8 cards. Thank you. 37. Time out. Time out. To me, this is telling you to disconnect. That's really what's coming up here. You know, we talked about trusting your intuition, dismissing doubts, new solutions to old problems or old projects. To me, this is a disconnect. So yes, you are getting this boost to your intuition. You are getting this heightened understanding. So with that, disconnect from all the external inputs, all the external add-ons, because you need to rely on yourself right now. So step out of all of that. Take some time to reassess with this new, you know, kind of tuned in sensibility, and then move forward from there. That's really what I think is coming through. I almost want to see if we can get another one. Beautiful. That was too easy. Okay, we got 2. Yes! Ah, I love this. Okay, so we got number 1 here, new beginnings, for sure. Definitely some major problem solving, new beginnings, finding a new way out, starting something new. Like I said, this is also the first fire rune. This is initiative. So not surprised to see this guy. We also got parenting, which is number 63. So we reduce this to a 9, which is fulfillment. But this guy, parenting, I don't necessarily think you're about to go have a child, which you might, some of you maybe. That's exciting. That's definitely a brand new start. But for most of us, I think this is kind of nurturing and taking care of this flame, this new passion, this new drive. Because normally when something like this happens, normally a test will come up, not right away, maybe right away, but you know, soon, to really help to galvanize and fortify that. So I think this parenting is really coming along to get you to nurture this flame and to help it grow. And whatever little baby projects that this new beginning is starting, you know, you have to be a parent to those. You may even need to be the mature one in a situation. So if you know, you're one of those people, you're finding a solution to an old problem, that old problem may be with, you know, other people who aren't behaving in the best way, maybe aren't being very adult about things, and you may have to be the parent, and you may have to take charge of that situation and be the leader. I don't feel that's the case for most of you. I think this is more of a personal parenting, like nurturing a little passion project, little baby project you have. I don't necessarily think this is about a conflict with another person. Just saying, since this is a general reading, it may be something you need to consider, but honestly, I don't think it is. Especially the fact that these colors are kind of mirroring each other, even though this is more purple and this is more blue, but this like cool tone with the yellow contrast to me links even more. So this timeout and parenting, you know, is really about this disconnect I was talking about with the timeout card, so you can parent and nurture your own little babies. To what I said earlier, you could be the parent putting someone else on a timeout. Who knows? But I definitely think it's mostly this kind of moment for you to step back and reassess and reprioritize things according to your needs and your little, you know, what's really lighting you up, what you're passionate about at this moment. Do one shuffle with these guys. All right, let's get our... Yeah. So 2 of Wands, here we are setting new intentions. You know, so I talked about we have, you know, it's our last quarter moon, so we are kind of reassessing what's going on. So making sure that what we ask for is still what we want. Are we doing what we need to make that happen? You know, whatever these new beginnings are, we're also setting those intentions out as well. And then we got the Palace of Coins coming out after that. Beautiful card. Again, Palace cards, to me, I always read these as an environment, a situation. So to me, this is telling me work is going to be really good or is really good. There's abundance all around you. So maybe even home, you know, is maybe starting to go on an upswing. Things are starting to look better than they were in the past. Great. This is good because from here, you're really allowed to focus on these new beginnings and this new start that you're bringing up. Yep. Moon in reverse. So secrets being unveiled. We talked about this, you know, with our, I'm pointing over here, with this rune, you know, intuition getting heightened. You're going to see the solution. You know, you're going to see information or gain information that you didn't have before. You're going to see things in a new way. That clarity is going to be revealed. You know what? Let's take them. I'm taking them all. So, Magician in the reverse. Not the greatest. To me, that's just saying this is not the moment for action. Now is more of a moment of planning, setting intentions. You know, because normally this is someone who has full control of the elements, master of, circumstances. Here, and I think this has to do a lot with that Neptunian influence. The way ahead, maybe a little cloudy. What we want as the finish line, what our goals are, what our dreams are, that for sure, we're setting new intentions for that. So this may be a time more for planning, not necessarily the doing and the acting on it. And look at this, Hangman in reverse. This is also kind of lined up with the Moon in reverse. This is enlightenment. This is coming out of the dark. You've gained the understanding that you were seeking, that you went into the dark for something, you found it, and now you're coming out. And here's that light, star, optimism, hope. This is also a card of the maiden, youth. To me, this is kind of speaking to that new beginning as well. This could also be an Aquarius. You could be an Aquarius. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. Maybe an Aquarius is helping with this understanding, with their level of discernment. That makes a beautiful partner in that regard. So, to me, this is really about clarity. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Cups. This is walking away. This is spiritually moving away from what doesn't serve you, what doesn't help you. Right under that is the Eight of Swords. This is what we're walking away from, this limitation. This belief that we can't or won't or aren't able to. Because that is not the case anymore. Because of this new understanding that you're going to gain, you're going to clearly see, what went wrong the last time, what you can do differently this time, how we can go about this, especially with this new beginning, like having the new beginning and, the star, the maiden card, even more so, like this is you're doing something in a brand new way, if not a completely new endeavor altogether. Maybe we're finally setting up that dream that we were asking for and wanting for. Now we're starting to put that plan into action. We're not into action, but like setting that plan up and taking the steps. Okay, who do I need to connect with? What's step one? How do I do this? Okay, if I want to do this, first I need to get all these kind of things. So it's all prep work, but you're gaining some very, very strong understanding to how this is supposed to go about, which is excellent as a start. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I didn't mention earlier, but bottom of the deck in the numerology card as well, follow your dreams. Follow your dreams, my friend. So yes, if you were especially if you were thinking about this a long time, because I feel like I talk about this a lot in my dailies, at least this kind of venture. I feel like this is for a bunch of you who maybe didn't act on it previously. Like we had a big shift, I want to say it was like in November, mid-November, late November, where I was pulling a lot of cards on that, maybe even early December. So that may have been one group of people. Now I think there's another group that have come to a point where now they're ready to take this jump and do this leap of faith. So this could be the kickoff for some of you if this is really resonating. Now is the time to set those intentions, do the planning. What is it I need to do differently? How do I need to change the circumstances? All right, my loves, I'm going to wrap it up here. Super, super exciting. I'm telling you, going to be some great new starts and some amazing personal rebirths coming up. With that said, I'm going to send you guys on your way, sending you guys lots of love. As always, like, comment, subscribe. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, I am going to start filming the March spirit readings very soon, so those will be coming up. So definitely subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when your video pops up. You can also DM me on Instagram at The Guiding Chariot if you want to connect with me. As always, you can drop a comment down below. And if you want to book a private session, all that info will be in the description box. All right, my loves, have a great one, and I will see you tomorrow.